Hi friends, welcome to Nina Yoga Now YouTube channel. I'm Nina and today we're having a really relaxing supine stretching sequence. That means that most of our stretches is on our back. All you need is your mat, blocks, and a strap. If you don't have blocks, you can use a belt instead, towel, and if you don't have blocks, you can use a foam roller, you can use pillows instead, which will be way more comfortable, right? So whatever you have that you can modify, feel free to do so. Once you grab it all, let's go on our back. Keep everything on the side, easy to grab. And once you get into your back, make sure that your neck is relaxed. If you have a bun like me, something that you can keep your neck relaxed, and just bring your knees into the chest. Just give a nice hug in, relax the shoulders down into the floor. Maybe while you're here, spread your toes or move your ankle around. Something really to relax. And allow the low back to elongate as you squeeze the knee into the chest. Big breath here. And big breath out. Now, you can release your hands, but keep your knees tucked in. Bring your arms into a T position. That means that shoulder, elbow, and wrist will be in alignment. As you tuck your knee into the chest, maybe your low back will lift out of the floor, depending on your mobility and strength. And now, slowly keeping the knee tucked in, just bring the knee towards the side. Whichever side you want to start with, but squeeze your knees together. You can have the feet flexed or the toes pointed, totally up to you. Just keep squeezing those knees together. Both shoulders are grounded on the floor, so don't let that opposite shoulder to lift. Keep squeezing, feel your belly in. And feeling that stretching all the way into the side body as you twist. And slowly, before your knees touch the floor, swing all the way around towards the other side. Again, tuck the knee into the chest and start going towards the other side. Watch out for the opposite shoulder. So if you start lifting, just bring the knee a little bit high. Okay? You want shoulder blades grounded, top of shoulders grounded. And really tuck in. So as you go slowly, and really strong, you really want to feel all the side body stretching with you. Maybe the legs might be shaking, maybe you just work out. That's totally fine, right? And before the knees touch the floor, slowly bring back to center and bring the soles of your feet down to the floor. Maybe swing the knees side to side. Spinning on the edge of the pink toe and big toe. Just allowing the joint to release for a second. And as you bring the soles of the feet down into the floor grounded, let's start with the left leg. So flex your feet and bring the left ankle over the right thigh into a figure 4, pressing actively that left knee out of the or away from your chest. Now observe that you have the tailbone is slightly under, so you feel that pressure on the low back. So the low back's really squeezing down to the floor. The upper body, whichever feels most comfortable for you. So if you have pillows and you want to put pillows under your neck to feel that elongation on the cervical spine, solely up to you. So whichever feels good for you, something that you can focus, something that you can just surrender into your breath. As you're here, we'll start moving the legs side to side. So that right foot that is grounded on the floor will keep grounded all the way. So you spin on the edge of the pinky toe as you bring towards the side, and spin on the edge of the big toe as you go towards the left side. Just a little bit of movement. So as you go towards the side, maybe you're able to tap the heel on the floor. And as you go towards the other side, maybe the knee tap on the floor. Mine doesn't, but we all have different range of motions. We all have different bodies, different flexibility, right? So never be upset with how you look. Never compare what you can do with whoever other person is with you, right? Yoga is something that it's a lot of acceptance, knowing that your journey is unique. So work always on your level. The next one, we'll stop at the center, and now we will bring the left leg across into the right leg. Flex the left foot and bring everything towards the left side, spinning on the edge of the right big toe. So you are mostly pressing or supported by the left hip, right on the left glute. The right hip is out of the floor, but the shoulders are grounded and the chest is squared up to the sky. And slowly allow the legs to be heavy. Any tension that might be fighting the stretch, just let it go. Taking a few breaths, focusing just on you, and allowing yourself to slow down. I know it might be the hardest thing for most of us. Coming back to center, keeping the legs crossed, tailbone under, feel the low back press into the floor, tuck the knees into the chest. So you have that cross leg and you tuck in, just like we did with the knees side by side, but with the legs crossed. Now we're going everything towards the right side. Slowly, slow. Remember, arms into a T position. Don't let the shoulders to lift. Just slowly going. So here goes one thing. At some point, you feel that you might not be able to get lower than that. But this is a posture that sometimes it takes me a few breaths, and each exhalation I get a little bit deeper. And maybe my toes touch on the floor. And then I can use, whenever your feet is able to relax and touch the floor without lifting that opposite shoulder, you can bring the right arm over the side of your leg to give a little bit. You're not pressing, you're just letting the arm hang over in gravity to help you bring everything down. But what happens is sometimes we don't have all this mobility to keep the knees stuck in and bring towards the side. So here you go. For some of you, you might need a block, a bunch of pillows, right? And just place a bunch of things under the legs, make it easier for you. So remember to always modify as you need. But again, the knees are tucked in, but the shoulders, the upper body don't move. So again, we are stretching something. This is something that should feel relaxing, that should feel nice. Okay, even when we are a little bit more active on the posture, it should feel nice. So grab as many pillows, do this on your bed, right? Do wherever you want to do, with whatever props you gotta have, just to make it more comfortable on your spine, on the shoulders, whichever position that you don't feel most comfortable, always modify too, okay? Slowly bring the arms into T position. Bring everything back to center, soles of the feet down to the floor, and just swing everything side to side again. Maybe one side now feels a little bit better than the other. Now bring the soles of the feet down to the floor, figure four on the other side. So right leg flex the right foot and go over the left thigh as you press the right knee out. So you're really actively pressing out and the tailbone is under. Just take a few breaths here. Maybe moving the toes. And now slowly let's start moving. So allow yourself to go from one side to another side. Spin on the edge of the pinky toe. Go to one side, spin on the edge of the big toe. Other side. So remember, as you do this, maybe each time you're able to get a little bit further on the movement. Maybe tap the heel, maybe tap the knee. And one side will be always different than the other, so don't worry about that. In all those stretching sequences, I really like to close my eyes every now and then, or all the way through the class, just to focus on spots that I hold most tension, just so I focus on my body and how it feels, the feelings that come and go, right? Emotions that surface. Slowly stop on center, cross the right leg over the left, and bring everything towards the right side, spin on the edge of the left pink toe. And just hold for a second. Feel the pressure on the right glute as you bring everything towards the right side. Allow it to be a good pressure, like almost like a massage on the right glute. And on the exhale, as you squeeze the belly in, letting the rest of it to come out. Also allow yourself to feel that stretch coming through the left hip. Dip into the abs. And now slowly be going back to center and tucking the knee into the chest. Really squeezing everything in, relaxing the shoulders, and now slowly taking everything towards the left side. The head position, you can keep looking up to the sky. You can look to the opposite direction, wherever your neck feels good for you. But remember, you're still tucking the knee in, so you're not relaxing going down. You actively tucking in and twisting, tuck it in and twisting. So you want to feel definitely on the I2 band, glute medians, TFL, so all the side muscles of your hip and glutes. So you should feel it. And pay attention, opposite shoulder, always grounded. Once your feet touch the floor, if they've touched the floor, you can use the other arm and just place over or off the side tie, just to give a little pressure by using gravity. And if you are asking yourself, what is the best window of time you need to get a better flexibility or stretch, or most effective amount of time that you need to hold a posture for stretching? Well, just for stretching as an active recovery, right? You want 30 to 60 seconds. Now, to improve flexibility, to get a little bit deeper, there's a lot of researchers out there, and they always discuss about what is the most effective. And sometimes it goes up to 5 minutes. So watch out for that. Each body is different, and probably that's why the researchers are always contradictory about how much you need to hold a pose to get deeper flexibility. Remember, here's to release tension and it's just to feel good. Slowly release, just bring the knees back to center. feet down to the floor and just swing around, side to side. Now I have a few options. We're going for that basic hamstring stretch. So the first option, we will keep our right leg or right sole of the foot down to the floor and lift the left leg up, flex the foot. You see how my legs is straight? That's something that I don't want you to compromise. And grab your strap, okay? If you don't wanna have a strap, you can hold on the back of your leg. Just watch out whenever you hold. If you hold close to the knee, you end up pressing the leg to bend. You want it to keep it straight. And that's why I really love to have the strap. You pass on the balls of your feet, not on the arch because it's sensitive. Flex the feet. Keep your shoulders grounded to the floor. Just press the elbows towards the side. Tailbone is right under the low back, touching the floor. And just really stretching your hamstrings here. You can keep the right foot down to the floor or you slowly straighten the leg. Something that I like is instead of relaxing the right leg is really actively straightening the leg, almost like kicking the heel away from me as actively as it can be. And each exhalation, just try to bring the leg a little bit closer. Using the strap, maybe walking your hands a little bit further on the strap if you find a little bit more room. And obviously you can always just hold, if you have the flexibility, you can always just hold on the back of your ankle, back of your leg and press out towards you. I just find the strap to be a little bit more comfortable on my shoulders. But again, just do you, something that will make you feel better. And watch out to not let that knee bend. You have maybe a soft band, which is not visible. It's not something you can see, but your quad is really engaged here, okay? So you're actively trying to straighten that leg by engaging your quads and feeling the stretch on the back of the leg. Now, transfer your strap towards the right hand, keeping your hips square on the floor so the hips are not gonna move, okay? And basically what usually moves is the left hip. So keep the left hip grounded as you bring the left foot towards the right side. Keeping your foot flexed. So you should feel the stretch, not only intense on the back of the leg, but also getting all the way to the side. And if you keep the foot flexed, you're also feeling that stretch on your ankle. And it might not get that deeper or not go that far out because your hips are grounded. So if you start lifting the hips, you go all way deeper, but then you're not stretching the group muscles that I want you to stretch most, okay? And getting to the IT band, it's harder. The IT band, superior fibrous ligament, so it's really hard for you to stretch it. Now switch the strap towards the left hand and open the leg towards the left side. Again, the hips don't move. And again, as you can, instead of relaxing the right leg, kick the right heel away from you. Remember, we're not holding the poses super long. Even though it might look super long for you, we're not holding that long. So just try to make it as active as possible. And each exhalation, just try to bring the foot, it's low on the floor, but towards your head, right? So those supine stretches are just basically focusing on your hips and your legs. Next time we do more for the shoulders. Slowly bring back to center, release the strap, soles of the feet on the floor, just swing side to side. We're doing the same thing on the other side. So same thing, tailbone under, low back on the floor, just switch side. So strap on the balls of the feet, straightening the leg, relaxing the shoulders, slowly bring everything in. And you might feel that one side is a little bit tighter than the other, and this is my tight side. So just respect, you get into the edge of being uncomfortable but not painful. Focusing on your breath. And if you feel like you can straighten the other leg, get a little bit deeper on the stretch. Try to silence your mind. I know sometimes it's everywhere, right? But where you should go, which is in the present moment, which is feeling your body, paying attention on what you're doing at this point, working in the stillness. Now slowly hold everything on the left hand and bring the right leg towards the midline or crossing over, and keeping this right hip grounded into the floor. As you can see, my foot is still flex. And my toes are in alignment with the chin. Okay, so my toes are not twisting. Your quads should be engaged. Maybe trying to squeeze the leg a little bit more, straighten the leg a little bit more, feel a little bit deeper on the side of the leg. Now slowly just switch hands on that strap and go all the way around. Every now and then is something good for you to try to do, because it will release tension on your muscles and also help the blood to flow more on your muscles, heal faster your muscles if you work out. And if your muscles heal faster, they get stronger, easier, and you can go back to your workout, right? With a more reset mind, reset body, and more energy to keep on moving. So sometimes we gotta give one step back or stop to step forward a little bit faster. Slowly release the strap, swing your legs side to side. And the last pose, the one we're gonna finish today, is for basically our shoulders. It's my favorite. So if you have a bunch of pillows, you will bring your pillows in alignment with your spine. If you don't have pillows, you can use a foam roller. The foam roller will be long ways matching your spine, or blocks will come into a T position like this on the medium height. Okay, and you do want to have this thin part of your block matching your spine, so your shoulder blades will be kissing the edge of the block. It will be all the way up. Free your neck, so free this big bone, your atlas, and also your cervical spine. The other block will be just as pillow. So as you go low, just adjust yourself, right? Make sure that both shoulder blades are touching the side of the mat, and the other block is just for support underneath your head, so your neck, you're in the neutral spine. So just adjust yourself so you feel when you bring the elbows towards the side, you feel those shoulder blades kissing the side. And now here you can have the soles of the feet down to the floor. This will allow you to elongate your low back, but also relax your pec muscles, relax all the front and top of your shoulders to open, help you with posture. And you can keep the hands on the side of your hips or over the belly if that feels good. Whichever position you can start with, that will feel good for you. But the legs is whichever you want. Sometimes I bring the soles of the feet together, so I also find a little bit of hip opener on this position. Sometimes I just straighten my legs into Savasana. So whichever really feels good for you. And you can stay here as long as you need to allow your shoulders to relax, allow them to adapt into this position, to open, to melt over the blocks, right? And as you feel comfortable, you can even bring the arms into a T position, which will give a little bit more opening on the shoulders, on your chest. And you can even breathe better here. You can feel your muscles on the belly, on the chest, stretching as you inhale. And relaxing as you exhale. So, friends, that's where I leave you. If you want for a better opening, for a better posture, for really feel the result on your shoulders and neck, you might want to stay here for more 3 minutes. Otherwise, that's it. I see you next time. Namaste.